Hey everyone, I am Anam and in today's video I will tell you about the structure of human eye. Let's start. Basically human eye consists of three layers. Okay, the first one is the outer layer, second one is the middle layer and third one is the inner layer, that is called retina. First layer consists of sclera and cornea. You can see the sclera here. This is the part of eye that is called sclera, the outer part of the eye. This one is also sclera. Basically, sclera gives eye the white color. Okay, and the next part of the eye is cornea, which is also the part of outer layer of the eye. You can see the cornea here. From this to this is the cornea. Okay, outer layer consists of two things, sclera and cornea. This is sclera, outer layer sclera, and this is cornea. This is the outer layer of the eye. From this to this and this to this is sclera, and this portion is called the cornea. This is the outer layer of the eye. Let's talk about the second layer of the eye, that is called choroid. It consists of pupil, iris, ciliary muscles, suspensory ligament. I'll tell you in detail. In short, we can say that the behind cornea, the second layer of the eye bends and form a muscular ring called, you can see here, this side. Okay, the choroid bends and form a muscular ring called iris. You can see this is the iris and this is the iris. Okay, second one is the pupil. Pupil is a round hole in the center of iris. Okay, these are iris and pupil. And let's talk about the lens. A convex lens is also present, which is attached to the ciliary muscles. Convex lens is attached to the ciliary muscles through suspensory ligament. It's all about the second layer of the eye. Again, second layer of the eye is called choroid. Behind cornea. Cornea is the part of outer layer of the eye. Okay. Behind cornea, the second layer bends and form a muscular ring called iris. Okay, this is iris and this is the iris. Between iris, there is a hole. In the center of the iris, there is a hole called pupil. Okay, and lens is also present, and lens is attached to the ciliary muscles. You can see ciliary muscles here and here. Lens is attached to the ciliary muscles through suspensory ligament. Okay, it's all about the second layer of the eye. Let's talk about the third layer of the eye, that is called the retina. Third layer or the inner layer of the eye. It basically consists of sensory cells like rods and cones. I will tell you about the rod and cones and the function of the rod and cones in detail. Just I want to tell you about the two things which are present in the retina, that is fovea and blind spot. It's all about the structure of human eye. You can see here. Okay, three layers: outer, middle, inner. Outer layer consists of sclera and cornea. Second layer consists of pupil, iris, lens, suspensory ligament, and ciliary muscles. Third layer is all about retina, which consists of fovea and blind spot. Okay, let's start with the outer layer. Okay, let's start. As you know, outer layer consists of sclera and cornea. Let's talk about the sclera in detail. Most of the white color of the eye is just because of sclera. Okay, you can say sclera gives eye most of its white color. It consists of dense connective tissue and it protects the inner component of eye. Okay, first of all, sclera consists of dense connective tissue. What about the purpose of sclera? It protects the inner component of eye and it also maintains the shape of the eye, and it gives eye the white color. It's all about the sclera. There are 4 points. It gives white color to the eye. It consists of connective tissues. It protects the inner component of eye, and it also maintains the shape of the eye. Okay, let's talk about the cornea. Cornea basically is the frontal part of the eye, and cornea admits light to the interior of the eye. It just sends the lights to the interior part of the eyes, and it also bends the light rays which are coming towards the eye. It just bends the light rays, and so that they can brought to a focus. It's all about the outer layer. Outer layer consists of sclera and cornea. For functions of the sclera, it consists of connective tissues. It protects the inner component of eye. It maintains the shape, or it protects the inner component of the eye. Second one is cornea. Cornea admits light to the interior part of the eye. It also bends the light rays. Okay, it's all about the outer layer. Let's talk about the second layer, that is the choroid. Okay, middle layer or the choroid. Basically, blood vessels are present in the middle layer. Middle layer contains blood vessels, and the middle layer gives eye the dark color. When we talks about the first layer or the outer layer, we just talk about the sclera, which gives the eye white color. Okay, now we are talking about the middle layer, which consists of blood vessels, and it gives the eye dark color. Dark colors, and that dark color prevents disruptive reflection, means it does not disturb the reflection. Okay, let's talk about iris. Behind cornea, choroid bends and form iris. I'll show you again. Behind cornea, you can see here, this is the cornea. Behind cornea, this is the second layer, choroid. Choroid bends and form a muscular ring called iris. Okay, behind cornea, choroid bends and form muscular ring called iris. A round hole is also present in the center of iris. Okay, let me show you again. This is the iris, and between the iris, pupil is present. Okay, is that clear? Okay, next. Light passes through cornea, and then it just reaches pupil. This is the way of the light. First of all, the first layer is cornea, and after cornea there is pupil. So light first reaches cornea and then the pupil. And let me tell you an interesting thing. You can see the pupil. There is a gap. This gap is adjusted by the iris, the muscles of the iris. They contract and expand, and the size of pupil is adjusted by these muscles, the muscles of iris. I will tell you in detail. Size of pupil is adjusted by the muscles of iris. Okay, in bright light, when the light intensity is very high, there are two types of muscles which are present in our eye: circular muscles and radial muscles. Okay, I just told you that the size of pupil is adjusted by iris. The size of pupil is adjusted by iris. Pupil constrict when circular muscles contract. Pupil contract when circular muscles contract and radial muscles relax. Okay, the size of pupil is adjusted by the iris when there is bright light. Circular muscles contract and pupil also contract. Okay, you can make a key that the movement of pupil depends upon the movement of circular muscles. When circular muscles contract, the pupil also contract. Okay, let me tell you about the dim light. When the light intensity is very low, the pupil dilates because circular muscles relax and radial muscles contract. Relax, dilate. Okay, now I will tell you these things in detail. Yeah, here we go. Light intensity decreases, light intensity increases, mean bright light, and this one is the dim light. Okay, these are the radial muscles and these are the circular muscles. Radial muscles are just like, you can see, in the form of strips. Okay, and circular muscles are in the form of circles. When light intensity decreases or when there is dim light, you know very well, circular muscle relaxes and radial muscles contract. You can see there are a lot of circular muscles, but radial muscles are contracted. Let's talk about the light intensity. When the light intensity is high, circular muscles contract. There are very small circular muscles and the radial muscles are relaxed. You can see here. Okay, it's all about the size of pupil. Size of pupil is adjusted by the muscles of iris. Pupil constrict in bright light when circular muscles of iris contract, and vice versa. Okay, and I will tell you about the remaining things: lens, suspensory ligament, and the ciliary muscles. I'll tell you about the lens. The shape of the lens is convex. Behind iris, lens is present, that is convex. Okay, I will show you. This is the iris. Okay, behind iris lens is present. You can see behind iris lens is present. Okay, and what about the function of convex lens? It just focus light on retina. Lens is attached to ciliary muscles through suspensory ligament. You can all see there. Lens is attached to ciliary muscles. These are the ciliary muscles through suspensory ligament. Is that clear? Now, to see the things which are far away, see objects far away, ciliary muscles relax and lens become less convex. When on the other hand, when ciliary muscles are contract, then what happens? Lens become more round or more convex, and it may be just like the round in shape. Okay, let's talk about the third layer or the inner layer, that is called the retina. Okay, it is also called the sensory layer of the eye. Inner layer is sensory and is called retina. It consists of photosensitive cells, rods and cones. Rods basically are related to the or are sensitive to the dim light, while cones are sensitive to the bright light, and it also distinguishes different colors. Let's talk about retina. Retina basically have 2 points: fovea and optic disc. Fovea is just present opposite to the lens. You can see this is the iris, behind iris lens, and in front of iris or in opposite direction fovea is present. That is the part of retina. Retina consists of 2 points: fovea and blind spot. Okay, fovea is present opposite to the lens and it is highly packed with cone cells, which means it is responsible for the color vision and the sharpness. Let's talk about the last part of the retina, that is optic disc. It is also called blind spot because it has no rods and cones, and it is the point where the optic nerves enter the eye. It's all about the 3 layers of the eye. Let's summarize the 3 layers of the eye. First layer is the outer layer, that consists of sclera and cornea. Sclera gives eye the white color. Okay, and let's talk about the function. Sclera gives eye a white color and it is highly packed with connective tissue. It protects the inner layer of the eye and it also maintains the shape. Second part is cornea. Okay, and what about the function of cornea? Cornea admit light to the interior of the eye and it also bends light rays. Let's talk about the second layer, that is the middle layer called choroid. Choroid consists of pupil, iris, ciliary muscles, suspensory ligament and the lens. Okay, behind cornea, choroid bends and form muscular ring called iris. There is a round hole in the center of iris called pupil. Behind pupil lens is present, which is attached to the ciliary muscles through the suspensory ligament. Is that clear? Let's talk about the third layer. Third layer is called the retina. Retina consists of 2 points, fovea and blind spot. Okay, and let's talk about the third layer in detail. I'll tell you about the fovea and optic disc. Fovea is the point which is opposite to the lens. It is highly packed with the cone cells. It is responsible for the color vision and sharpness. And optic disc is also called the blind spot. It contains no rods and cone cells, and it is the point where optic nerve enter the eye. It's all about the three layers of the eye.